guys!
We're going to show you how to organize your room like a Scandinavian.
Yep, and how to keep that clean, decluttered look, even if you share your room with your 6-month-old, or if you use it as a workstation. So, let's go.
We are a Scandinavian family, and we found that there are a lot of elements in the Danish design that fits the way we like to organize and decorate our bedroom. So let's show you. There are a lot of clean lines, so as you see up here, and clear surfaces, not a lot of clutter anywhere, and that really helps feeling nice when you're in here. Also, really like the colors. There are not too many like pal colors anywhere, but gray and white, and a little bit of dusted color here and there. So for example, this bedspread, it's like a dusted purple. There are also a lot of plants, and I love plants. I kill them all the time, but I love them. So we have like an orchid over here and a little plant, a peace lily somewhere. This goes really nicely with the living feel of the wooden furniture. As you can see, there are a lot of wooden elements in the room, like the nightstand, desk legs, and the windowsill. And also over here with Lucas's dresser, the legs are also made of wood. It's a very simple but elegant style.
To us, the bed is really the center of the bedroom, so we try to keep it especially free of clutter. The bed itself, we try to make that every day, and the nightstands we try to also keep free of clutter, so if there's stuff there that we don't use in the evenings or when we wake up, then it probably belongs somewhere else in the house. We used to have a problem with the kids leaving stuff in a room when they were done playing in a room. Now, we allow them to play in there, but we've got very strict rules on what they can leave, basically nothing, in a room when they're done playing.
Yeah, they always take it out with them again when they're done. And for Ben and I, we don't ever leave things on my nightstand that's right by the door if we're done with it. If it needs to go downstairs, we put it on the drop-off zone that we assign right outside of our bedroom. If it needs to go in the kids' room, we put it there. We always put things away right away. This here is really all the space we have for both Ben's clothes, my clothes, and sheets, and towels. So we have to keep it organized. It's not common in Denmark to have a walk-in closet. It's one of my big dreams, and I will have one day, but not yet. The only way to ensure that it won't overflow is to not have a lot of stuff. And Ben is a lot more okay with this than I am.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
But it does work. Let's show you. Here we have Ben's ties, and his suits, shirts, polos, and then my dresses. And then down here, my jackets, and shirts and skirts, and then my purses in this little red basket here in the bottom. Over here is where we have the sheets and the pillowcases and the towels. And they used to take up an entire shelf each until I started rolling them, and now they take up so much less space. So if you've also had that problem with towels and sheets just taking over, then comment in the comment section below about that. Next to the towels, we have our athletic gear. So that's where Ben and me keep our athletic gear that we're gonna use the next day. So we get it ready the day before, and we put it right here so that in the morning it's so much easier just to put it on. And theoretically, we do exercise a lot more often because of that. Down below is the miscellaneous shelf. So we have my sewing gear, my jewelry, the clothes that Ben and I have worn that are not dirty, but we've worn them. And then of course the iron. Below here are all the rest of our clothes in these drawers. The clothes that we've already used but aren't dirty, and the athletic gear that we're ready for tomorrow with, they could really be anywhere. We could put them on the desk or the chair, most people do. But if you want the room to stay clear and clutter-free, then you have to think of these small details, and therefore we put them in the wardrobe so the room still looks nice even though they're there. If you have a messy wardrobe and want to get that under control, or even if you're decluttered but want to make sure it stays that way, then we got you covered. A few weeks ago, Ben and I, we sat down and we mapped out every step of the way to organizing your wardrobe, from decluttering, but more importantly, the steps that come after decluttering. Making systems and routines that make sure your wardrobe stays nice for longer. And this goes for your wardrobe or your desk or really any other area of your home. So click the link below and download your free PDF so you can get started right away.
I love this desk. I love sitting by the window when I'm working, and I think the desk itself has a really nice look to it. The way that we've organized it is quite simple. So on the left here, we've got mostly electronics. We've got charger cables and power banks, and then headphones. And as you can see, we've made use of some homemade dividers that our son came up with and earned a little bit of money making. And over here, we've got the same type of homemade dividers. This is mostly stationary. Then we've got paper for the printer and greeting cards and post-it notes over here. And then in the final drawer, mostly my home automation stuff, and then notebooks for stuff that we're working on at any given time. Chargers and cables accumulate really easily, and we're going to take a wild guess that you could probably afford to throw a few of them away. Now what we try to do is have a few hotspots around the house where we store cables and chargers and electronics. But rather than just piling all the stuff that we have into, for example, the desk drawer, what we try to do is think about what cables, what chargers do we actually need up in our bedroom. Same down here in the living room. What do we need for the PlayStation, for example? And then we store those cables, those chargers in those areas.
Yeah, and the ones that we don't really need, we throw them away.
Get rid of them!
You always have too many of those.
So we love our little room, and we're very happy with how it looks and how it functions for the most part. But when we started making this video, we realized, hey, we probably need to pay some attention to this little area here. So we decided rather than clean it up and then show you afterwards, we're just gonna clean it up and show you as we do it. It doesn't take very long. We do like having the books here. I think it gives the room a warm feel. So we're gonna stick with that, but there's also other stuff that we've accumulated, mostly actually electronics that have to do with the videos that we're making right now. So here we go. So we've emptied this out, just left the journals in here that we still want to keep in here. We noticed that, I mean, there's some books up there. We might want to move some stuff back and forth, decide which ones we actually want to keep up there for display and which ones we want to keep down here. So we're actually going to go and grab those books as well and then group and divide.
Keep in here, keep in here. Here, kids' room.
So we got a pile of books that are going in the kids' room. Another pile that we're giving away. Probably don't need this much longer. And then the rest we're putting back.
Yeah, we already put up a few bag up there, and it looks really nice. So we got all the books looking nice, and now it's time to deal with the top shelf. We have a lot of camera equipment, so we got a little box, and we're gonna put it in there and hope it looks better.
This is stuff that we want to keep but don't necessarily need to keep in physical form, so we scan it in, keep the digital copy, and get rid of the originals. We'll schedule in some time this week to go through this and actually
Clear it out.
Clear it out.
We just finished organizing these two shelves, and it literally took us 15 minutes. It wasn't a horrible mess before, but it looks so much nicer now.
Yeah, and it's something that we look at, you know, in the mornings when we wake up, so not a bad investment, I'd say. So you can think about that while you make your room a little more Scandinavian.
Yeah, and if you like this video, and share it with people who would benefit from it as well.
Yeah, share it with people that love Scandinavia.
Or your mom, share it with your mom, she'll love it.
Yeah, she'll love us.
See you next week. Look at this. Ooh, color coordinated. We place it there so that we can take it from there.
That's not true.
No.